Hey Fred, it's Kevin. I think I figured out a solution for your two terrain models. I tried the merging in the master option, and that did not work for me, which is I think is the method you're using. So I came up with a different method I think works pretty good. With this method, I've got your survey file with your two terrains attached, and I can show you that real quick. Go to my attach tool. There's your survey file. Let me just expand that out. There you go. And so in that attached file, I just have the terrain models showing for each survey area, and I turned off the survey data just by going to into the survey field book and turning off all points and all linear features. Now this method uses a boundary, so you have to define a boundary. And so to do that, I'm just going to go up to my drawing, and it can be just any old MicroStation element. I'm going to use the place block tool. And I'm just going to place a boundary around both terrain models. Now the tool that I'm going to use to create your terrain models in this blank file that I have here is under additional methods, create clipped terrain model. We're going to use that tool, create clipped terrain model. And in there, I'm going to go ahead and set up the feature definition to say be existing triangles. And the first thing it's asking for is to locate the reference terrain model. So I'm going to go over and just select the one on the left first. And then it says locate the clipping element. Again, this clipping element is just this MicroStation block. I click on that. And when you're done with your clipping elements, you reset the complete, which is a right click. And now it's got a horizontal and vertical offset. We're just going to leave those set to 0, and I'm just going to left click through both those. And now it's asking, how do you want to clip? Do you want to clip external or internal? Well, we're going to clip away anything on the outside of that terrain model, which there is nothing. So when I set it to external and I left click to accept it, it's really clipping away nothing. So we're kind of tricking the program, but it does work. So I'm going to go ahead and left click to accept that, and you'll see that your terrain model gets created. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the second one, which on my cursor it's asking already for locate the reference terrain. And I selected it. It's now asked for the locate the clipping element. I'm going to reset, which is a right click. I'm going to left click through the two offsets again. And again, our option is external because we don't really want to delete any of the triangles inside of this bulk block. So we're just going to left click to that as well. And there's that second terrain. So if you can go ahead and try that and let me know if it works for you. When you're done, I believe you can just delete the clipping boundary, and I believe you can go ahead and then detach the reference file. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick here before I let you go. Make sure that works. And it worked for me. So looks like we got a good terrain on the right. Let me just verify the terrain on the left. Looks like we got two good terrains. So give that a shot and see if that works for you. Thanks.